Hello, hello. This is Victoria Wylde with Sedona Luxury Homes, and today I'm going to be doing a driving tour for you of the Big Park area of Sedona. So right now I am parked at the Ace Hardware in the village of Oak Creek, and we are going to go explore Big Park, which is the two areas out Verde Valley School Road to the west and then out Jacks Canyon Road to the east, where you're going to be able to see that area of Sedona. So I'll go ahead, I'll flip you around. Buckle up, it's going to be a good one. All right, let's get us all locked in here, ready to go. So it's a beautiful day here in Sedona. I'm filming this right now in March, and it's in the mid-60s. I absolutely love days like today. And if you haven't checked out other videos on my channel, do take a peek. I have another tour of the village of Oak Creek, so that's what we're driving through right now, and then you can see that more extensively on that video tour. But for the purposes of this video tour, I just wanted to take you through the main heart of the village here. Oh, stop, okay. And I'll show you kind of how we get to the Big Park area of Sedona. So as I've mentioned before, the village of Oak Creek and Big Park, we are not in the city of Sedona, but you have a Sedona address, which is really nice. So your taxes are a little bit, your sales tax is a little bit lower here. You're not regulated by the city, you're regulated by the county in terms of code and building permits and all of that. So it's just different, but you have a Sedona address and you have everything Sedona has to offer at the tip of your fingers. So that's really nice. This is all of the main shopping that you would access if you're going to be looking for a home in the Big Park areas. And really, we call the village of Oak Creek Big Park. It is sort of all of the same thing. It's kind of a technicality calling it Big Park, and it's a area that homes are listed in a little bit differently. So I'm going to just give you kind of the broad overview of Big Park. So you'll notice lots of roundabouts. We love our roundabouts here in Sedona. I actually didn't like them at first, but I've come to really find them quite efficient as long as people know how to drive around them, which can take a little practice. But to the right here, we've got some great restaurants. You've got a great ramen place. We've got a great coffee house. There's a bakery that we just passed up the road. All right. And then you've got great pizza restaurant next, right to the left, Pizza Lisa. You've got a Butterfly Burgers, another restaurant that Lisa Dahl founded and is down here, and it's fabulous. So, all right. Oh, Verde Valley School Road. I almost missed my turn. I was on autopilot going around the roundabout. So, okay, so we're headed west now. So this is Verde Valley School Road. We've got Clark's grocery store to the right there. And that is the main grocery shopping for the village of Oak Creek and Big Park. Clark's is a really great grocery store. It is very nice, I would say. Not a budget grocery store by any means. It's got really it kind of has a Whole Foods, Sprouts feel to it. I think that people that live here really do like that. And if you want something that's a little bit more like a Safeway or Fry's, we have a Safeway in Sedona, and then Fry's, which is a Kroger company, that's in Cottonwood. And there's also a Walmart in Cottonwood. So, all right. So we are cruising here. Let me see, make sure. All right. So we're going through the village of Oak Creek right now, and the further out we go, there's a point where it does turn into Big Park, the Big Park area. Again, this is Verde Valley School Road. So we're going to go all the way to the end of Verde Valley and then turn around and go out to Jacks Canyon. Oop, I'm going to just mash on the brakes a little bit here, coming in hot. And let me fix I just want to make sure that my computer, okay, I think somebody might honk at me. Okay, we're good. I just wanted to make sure. It looked like the focus was a little off. So if we go right, that's to the golf course. And then if you go left, there's more golf courses, and that's the Sedona Golf Resort. And then now we are starting to delineate into Big Park. So We've got Sunup Ranch, which is a really, really nice community of homes up here on the left. I've sold a couple homes in there. Oops, coming into my lane. And I've got a listing out there right now. There's no HOA, but it's a very, very nice community. That is one area that short-term rentals do exist in the Village of Oak Creek Big Park, as again, no HOA. And you have really nice views out that way. And I'll do a neighborhood tour. So it's right there, Sunup Ranch to the left. But I will do a neighborhood tour of that neighborhood at some point. You'll be able to find that on my channel, because a lot of people love the Sunup Ranch community. It's wonderful. So, as I've mentioned in my Village of Oak Creek video, when you're out in the Village of Oak Creek, septic tends to be a little more prolific than in the city of Sedona. So septic, and then a lot of more propane tanks. You're not so much on natural gas. So you have more of a wild, natural feel out here, I would say. We are surrounded by national forest, and the views here are stunning. You've got great views of Castle Rock, which is not on the camera right now, but that's up to the north, to the right now. And then the hiking is amazing down here. What I really like is you have access to Oak Creek. So we're going to go all the way out Verde Valley School Road. You have access to Oak Creek, and it is just incredible all times of year. So whether you want to go take a dip in the creek in the summer, or go hike Cathedral Rock, or any of those other hiking trails from this kind of back entry point, you can do that. And it's typically not as crowded, which people also like. There are also some really nice high-end gated neighborhoods this direction. So we've got the Highlands, and then Cathedral Ranch out this way. This poor minivan must feel like I'm breathing down their neck. I'll give them some room, because I am going a little fast. But then as we get out here, you'll see it just starts to really open up and become very private, very natural feeling. That's Cathedral Rock right in front of us. And then you've got views of Thunder Mountain in the distance. And you do have these incredible views out here. And this road, you might be able, if you're curious about living in this particular area of Sedona, you'll notice that this road, it's so close to connecting to Red Rock Loop Road in that whole area, but it doesn't. This just terminates, it dead ends. And you get that, you don't get a lot of through traffic here. You really just get people who live out here. You get people who, so that's Highland Estates right there, and that'll be another neighborhood tour that I'll take you on eventually. But you get, what was I saying? So traffic. So really, not many people come out this way. It's just for this hiking area out at the end of the road here. But this road does not connect up to Sedona. Well, it does, but only if you live in Sedona Ranch, which is a neighborhood, a high-end gated neighborhood on Red Rock Loop Road, which I will also do a driving tour for that you can look at on my channel. So those owners in that neighborhood do have the privilege of being able to, they have a gate that opens, but it's only for those people who live there. And that is Cathedral Ranch over to the right there. That's the first gate that we just passed. And then the second gate, I'm trying to think. I think it's up here on the right. And again, there will be a driving tour. I'll do a driving tour of that neighborhood. Just take a look on my channel. Yep, CR Ranch right there. And home value-wise, you might be wondering, how much homes in some of those neighborhoods go for. In CR Ranch, you're looking, I think there were a couple of recent sales in the mid to low $2 million mark. And then there's the other gate for CR Ranch. There's 3 gates. And then in the Highland Estates, you are, I think there's been a sale for 1.5 recently. Great house. And then a couple other sales for in the twos. So, okay, we are off-roading, and I'm taking my car off-roading here just to show you this because it's already dirty. So we had actually some snow last week, and that was really fun, and we're getting a little bit more snow this week, but it's dirty from that, so we'll just roll with it. Yeah, we haven't really had much of a winter here this year, but it's nice when we do get some snow. It is really beautiful and gives us some much needed moisture, but then 2 days later it's back in 60 degrees. So, okay, I'm not going to go too much further down this way, but you understand, so we're headed down towards the creek right now. So if you take this road down, there is some parking where you can park and then walk down to the creek, Oak Creek, and then this I'll show you. All of this is the backside of the Red Rock Loop area. So you've got the pyramid over there, and then all the hiking that exists. So, okay, we'll back up. All right, let me just stabilize this a little bit. Bear with me, I know it's a little bumpy. We'll get back on the pavement here. Okay, so we're gonna head back into town now, and then we're gonna go out Jack's Canyon Road. This is Verde Valley School to the right here. And if you don't know what Verde Valley School is and you have kids that are in high school, definitely look it up. It's a world-renowned private charter school, boarding school. Not a charter school, sorry, it's a private boarding school. And attracts students from all over the world, and then the people who live here in Sedona. If you have kids that are of high school age, you can send your child there as a resident that lives in Sedona. But I believe it's IB, so it's really it's highly recognized, and it's a very interesting and good school that we have here, that we're fortunate to have here. So, all right. Whoop. So this neighborhood tour, actually, we're looking at a lot of forest here, and I think that is, versus houses, I think that is something that, is a little bit different about the Big Park area compared to the Village of Oak Creek, as it is, kind of more out into the outskirts of the Village of Oak Creek. And so houses here have typically larger lots, more privacy, whereas in the Village of Oak Creek, you have really that kind of village feel where it's more neighborhood focused of houses. Quarter-acre lots are pretty typical in Sedona. That's kind of our normal size here. And then you have, like I said, all the utilities, it depends. So out here, you're definitely going to be on septic and on propane, most likely. What else is nice about the Big Park Village of Oak Creek area is in terms of the traffic and tourism. You have there's not nearly as much traffic in this area, which I think is what draws a lot of people to want to look at homes here. Whereas in the city of Sedona, that can get quite busy, quite trafficy. As a local, it is just something you kind of come to learn to live with. I mean, my job, I go all up and down Sedona all day long, and I know when to not try to plan a house tour. Friday evenings, not a good time during spring break. Sunday afternoons, also not a good time, because that is when tourists are coming in and then when tourists are leaving. And those areas around the roundabouts do tend to get pretty congested. So that is something you just kind of learn to live with it. I don't get too upset about the traffic in Sedona. I lived for a brief stint in Atlanta, Georgia, and then also I lived in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I commuted about 40 minutes to my job, and that was real traffic on I-25. So when I get stuck in traffic, I just take a deep breath, I look around at the rocks, and just feel grateful to live in such an amazing place where it is like a living landscape every single day with the way the rocks light up and there's just so much that Sedona has to offer, and I'm very grateful to live here. So, all right. So that was our whopping tour of Verde Valley School Road. And I'm going to drive us out to Pine Valley now and show you that area. And I'm going to try to be a little quick about it. I have got to get to a showing here shortly. And I want to make sure I'm on time. So if you want to come look at properties with me, give me a call, shoot me an email. All of my contact information is down below. I am pretty much always here in Sedona. I take maybe one trip a year. And I love, when I go away, I love coming back to where I live, to my house, my home. I just adore living here. But it is nice every now and then to take a trip as well and see the world. I do love to travel. But give me a call if you're interested. Either me or someone on my team, we will help you find a great place here, no matter how long it takes. So, all right. And I'm trying to think of some more fun facts about this whole area that I can tell you. Let me think. So I think I was trying to do this on the Village of Oak Creek video of like pros and cons. I've already talked about the traffic, the limited traffic here. I've talked about, the taxes, which it's not a big deal. I think the city of Sedona, the tax rate, we're close to like 9.8, I want to say. And here, I can't remember what the difference is, but it's a smidge smaller. It's a smidge less. And, some people, it does kind of add up when you're ordering things or buying things in Sedona, ordering them to your house. The sales tax is kind of high. But it seems like there's a lot of places, that have had increased sales tax. So it's the price you pay for living in paradise, I suppose. But the city, that is something where the city, that's how they're mainly funded, is through the sales tax and then the bed tax. And the bed tax means lodging. So any hotels or Airbnbs, those are all taxed pretty heavily, and that is what causes, that's what generates revenue for the city of Sedona. And the city is, really, they have some healthy coffers, is my understanding. They do all kinds of great things to reinvest back into the community. They have a lot of, beautiful art pieces that you're going into roundabouts, and they're doing some shared use pathways, which I think really enhances the quality of life for residents. So I am proud. I feel like they're, reinvesting that back into the city. And then the Village of Oak Creek, I think they're also funded partially by by their own, county bed tax, I believe, and county sales tax. So, all right. So here we are. We're back in the heart of the Village of Oak Creek, and I'm just going to try to go in front of this dump truck. Okay, we're going. Hold up. Thank you. And now we're going out Jack's Canyon Road. So this is the other vein, I would say, that shoots out. We're heading east right now to Jack's Canyon. And I'm going to make this pretty quick. If you want to come look at properties with me. We can spend time together looking at homes. I can show you different areas. A lot of people don't know exactly where they want to be in Sedona when they first contact me. And that takes some time, to just kind of try some different hats on. I also recommend too, if you come here, stay for a couple days or stay for a month even. I have clients that they'll come and they'll book a house, rent a house for a month. And you just drive the areas and feel what feels good to you. Try the different hats on of Village of Oak Creek, West Sedona, Uptown, Red Rock Loop. Those are all different areas, that just, there's no bad area in Sedona, I would say. They all just offer different things, different quality of life. Different things that, speak to people. So so there's Canyon Mesa, and I pointed that out in my Village of Oak Creek video. That's a really nice community with a golf course, condos, townhomes. You can short-term rent in there as well. And then we're gonna head out this way and see the views are starting to get really beautiful. I love this view. We're going to head right. Okay, so we're going out Jack's Canyon, and we're going to go a little bit faster. So you'll notice as we head into Big Park now, so now we're heading out of Village of Oak Creek, back into Big Park. It flanks either side of the Village of Oak Creek. So you'll see the horse sign, which I love because I used to ride horses. I was a big horse rider, actually. I was a world champion at one point when I was growing up in my reining horse days, Western riding. And I've ridden out at this horse farm. I think it's called Horse Mesa Ranch, I want to say. And there's La Barranca. That's a nice neighborhood, really nice neighborhood with Southwest style homes. But anyways, a lot of this used to be horse property out here, and that's all changed as the area's kind of grown up and changed. But you'll see some paddocks here on the right. So if you have horses, if you're interested in horse properties, this is definitely an area to consider. But there's a nice boarding facility here called, I think it's Horse Mesa Ranch. That's where I've ridden before with a friend. And you've got really nice trails that lead directly from the farm. So you're able to, hit the trails, go right all around. It's really pretty great. And if you love trail riding, Sedona is just an incredible place to ride horses. Got another horse farm to the left. So yeah, you get a little bit more of a ranchy, rustic feel out here. And there was, a while back, there was a fire, so you'll notice, there's some areas that are still kind of recovering, but I can't remember which year that was. It has not been here since I've lived here, but those areas are, kind of recovering right now. Okay. And then in terms of the home values, so this is an interesting area. There are, some homes here that are worth north of $3 million. That are kind of tucked off of this road, whether, there was a design group home that I actually had somebody under contract on. It didn't work out for them, unfortunately, for some personal reasons, but there are some really, really neat and beautiful homes here. But then here in Pine Valley, here we are in Pine Valley now, that was the sign. Your home values kind of range, let me think, recent sales, recent pendings. I want to say there's a fixer-upper out here listed for just around $700,000, and then there's another horse property I know that was listed last year. I don't think it's sold for north of $3 million, and so you kind of have everything in between, And it depends on the size of the lot, the size of the house, the condition of the home, the views. That's something in Sedona that a lot of people want strong views, but with strong views comes a higher price tag. So it's all about the location of the property. And it's hard to say, it's hard to be quantified. It's not something that's super easily quantifiable, I would say. But, look at these views. I mean, it doesn't show up nearly as well on the camera as it does in person. So in front of me, I'm looking at the camera and then I'm looking up. This really looks like a red wall of rocks in front of us, and it's absolutely stunning. So you definitely feel embraced by the rocks out here, like you're kind of in a little cocoon surrounded all by national forest. It's very quiet, it's very peaceful. I've heard really good things about the Pine Valley community from people I've helped buy houses out here. It's got a great neighborhood feel to it. We're just going to do a little U-turn. And then we're going to head back to Sedona now. And the other thing too, there is no HOA out here. So, you can do things like park trailers, park cars. And so for some people, that's a big bonus. For other people, it's a negative. And, it kind of just depends on what you're looking to do. So you'll see a lot of campers and whatnot out here. But let me go, it's a dead end right there. Let me take you down one more road and then we'll conclude our tour here. Just so you can see some more properties. And so you'll see even to the, here, I'm gonna go left, just so you can see some more houses. You'll notice there's some new construction, so homes of all different ages out here. There's homes from the 70s, from the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I think Sedona really boomed in the 90s and 2000s. That's when a lot of the homes in Sedona were constructed. So, but you know, there are some vacant lots that get sold. People build on them, and they build like this one in front of us right here, building, you know, a great new beautiful home. So, all right. Well, if you are still here and still with us, thank you for hanging out for this great driving tour. Again, my name is Victoria Wylde with Sedona Luxury Homes. If you have any interest in property here in Sedona, give me a call, shoot me an email. All of my contact information is down below. Me and my team, we would love to help you find your perfect place. We love Sedona, and we love helping dreams come true. So anyways, I hope to see you on the trail, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Talk soon.